Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to do a purchase or how to add stock through direct purchase in the system. Now if you log into the system, you will visit the purchases section. Is on the sidebar, the second item on the sidebar. Then we have got this particular options: purchase list and direct purchase. Purchase list shows the list of all the purchases. Direct purchase is the window or the form that you're going to use to do a direct purchase. Now, this particular direct purchase is a way of receiving or purchasing items from the supplier, rather receiving also items from the supplier. This also window allows you to make something called purchase payments. However, it also allows you to do a credit purchase. So, how are we going to record this? Have it in mind that when you do a direct purchase, these particular items which you receive are automatically added into the stock. They are automatically added into the stock. Now, you have to select the store or shop, that is even the branch, which is receiving these particular items. And of course, we have got a video on how to register stores. You also have to select the supplier. So suppliers have to be registered. You can click register new supplier here. It will redirect you to the registration page of suppliers where you can register supplier. Also check on our video on that. So I'm going to select a supplier, and remember, you cannot do a purchase before you register the supplier. The purchase date, you select the purchase date here. It allows you also to backdate. If there's an invoice number that you issued or this particular supplier is issuing to you, then that is it. You put it there. Then now we have got this particular aspect introduced in version 3 and later. Asset account. So you are at liberty to define which particular asset account is going to be debited or is going to be increased when you make this particular purchase. Remember, if you're buying services, then no asset account is going to be registered. Even if you select it here, it is not going to be affected. That is, so any product which has got their quantity predefined will affect an inventory account or an asset account. So you'll have to select which account it will affect. We have a video on how to register charts of account that is also available. So you select any account. I'm just going to go by the default. Then you have got expense account. There are purchases which are direct expenses. Remember, if I'm buying anything to consume in my store, just to consume in my store, I can have it as a direct expense. That is through the purchase window. There are things that are not expenses during purchase time, especially the raw goods that you use to manufacture, to create recipes. These particular sodas that you buy to sell, these particular cements that you buy to sell, and any other item that you buy to sell, even the assets, fixed assets, and those current assets that you buy are not expenses at the time of purchase. Only services maybe that you buy can be recorded as expenses during this particular registration, or any other item that you consume directly, not used in production or any other thing. So that is also an important aspect during or while recording a purchase. If there is a due date, you can just put it there. So I can just add my items. I'm buying 50 bottles or 500 ml, 50 bottles, and I'm being sold for this at 35 shillings each with VAT. I'm also buying a Minute Maid, and I'm just buying 10 of that, being sold for this at 70 shillings, of course with VAT. So once I do that, I can add any narrations here if you have. If you don't have, just leave it at that. If I'm doing a credit purchase, then the payment mode will be not applicable, and the amount you're paying will be 0. Reference is not as applicable. So that means if I do this purchase, it will be automatically a credit purchase. If I'm paying partially, I can say I'm paying this in cash and I'm paying 1,000 shillings. I'm paying 1,000 shillings. For that, I'll have a balance. If I'm paying it fully through any payment mode, I'll just have to enter that 24.50. Sorry, 24.50 shillings, and there will be no balance. So I'm just going to do a credit purchase right now. I'm not going to pay, and then I'm just going to submit. It is as simple as that. Automatically the goods that are purchased are already registered or added onto my stock, and I can easily confirm that. I can come to products, because I'm purchasing to the main store. You can see that here. I can come to products, stock balances, and in my main store I can query that. I can see the 10 and the 50 I have automatically purchased, so it is automatically registered into the system. So I can find all my purchases in the purchase list section that is under purchases, and I'll be able to see this. If I need to do any printouts, I can just edit to view and print through this particular form. That is how you are going to do all your direct purchases. Now, something that also comes with this is, how do I make payment onto this particular purchase that I already registered? We say that the purchase is already here. It is a credit purchase. If I want to make payment later on for this 2450 shillings, I just come open it, click the bill number, open it. There's a payment form below it. I can define I've paid maybe 1000 in cash. No, that's a reference. I've paid 1000, and that is no reference. I make payment, and it is successful, but then there's a balance of 1450. I can see even that payment here. I can make this particular payment in can just do maybe transfer with a reference, and then I just click make payment. So that means I have settled it into payments, and that is it. I cannot make any extra payment on this particular purchase, and I can only just print it. So that is how you are going to do direct purchases, and that is how you are going to have or make payments in case you made credit purchase. If it was a cash purchase, that means you filled in the form, this payment form with the payment details here while you are creating this purchase, then it's going to be a cash purchase. That is how you're going to do the purchases in JiPOS. And remember, for you to do these particular purchases, for them to affect the stocks, there are things that you have to do. You have to register the supply, you have to register the items, you have to distribute the items to the main store, whichever store that will be or which will be receiving these particular items. Thank you.